Hi everyone, if you could take 2 seconds to like and subscribe, that helped me keep this channel going. Thank you. Hi everyone, this is another video on the rules of the road. This is 6 of 20, section 6, which is going to cover traffic signs and road markings. Okay, traffic signs. There's three broad categories, and they're very broad. There's regulatory, warning, informational. There's also mandatory and others, but broadly speaking, regulatory, warning, and informational. Different types of signs, use of bus and cycle lanes, motorways, railway crossings, bridges. There are also special signs for roadworks. They are mandatory ones, really. Regulatory signs, these indicate what you must do under road traffic law. Upright signs, road markings, and traffic lights. Upright signs, they can be circular, octagonal, triangle, rectangular. They have two formats, a white background with a red border and black letters, symbols, or numbers, or a blue background with white symbols or letters. Upright signs, there's a sample there. Stop is octagonal, yield is triangle, and we can see here that this is in English and this is in Irish, but it doesn't matter. You know it's a yield sign because of the shape of it. So it doesn't matter if someone sprays on it or there's snow on it. As long as you see a triangle sign, you're going to know it means yield. The same as the octagonal sign. You know, as long as it's that shape, it means stop. Upright signs. This first one is go to the left, there's a tram, there's a cycle track, and there's a contraflow bus lane. Upright signs applicable to heavy goods vehicles. That first one there is 3-axle restriction. Informational plate, that's a width restriction, you can tell by the arrows. This is a height restriction because the arrows going up and down. Maximum design gross weight. And this one is a maximum axle load and weight sign, so no more than 4 tons. This is no more than 3 axles, but this is no more than 4 tons. That's the stop sign I mentioned earlier. Because of the shape of it, you know exactly what it is. And these are yield signs because the shape of them, you know exactly what they are. One-way streets, you may see one of 2 regulatory signs, straight ahead or no entry, depending on your approach to the one-way street. You'll also see regulatory road markers below. You cannot enter past those markings. If you see here, this is a solid line. That means stop. This is a broken line, which means yield. Yield means give way to other pedestrians or traffic. So you must obey the line that's closest to you. So if you're coming from this direction, you must yield. If you're going this way into the road, that's a stop. And if that's a one-way road, it'll be a stop, and there'll be a sign there telling you as well that you can't enter. Traffic lane control signs found on national roads, motorways, tunnels. This is a pedestrian zone. This is one of the funny signs that you need to know because there's nothing in it to help you. It's just a blank sign with a red border. So you need to know that that sign means it's pedestrian zones. No vehicles, just pedestrians. And in this case, it's between the certain times. Road markings have the same standing as upright signs, which means they're just as important and just as legal as upright signs. You must obey these road markings. Okay, the single, double, continuous lines along the center of the road. A continuous line means you may not cross it. All traffic must keep to the left of the line except in emergency or for access. Long white lines, warning lines along the center of the road. These warning lines alert drivers to hazards such as restricted vision, approaching to a junction, etc. So you can read the rest of them at your own leisure. Road markings have the same standing as upright signs. Like I said before, they're just as important. Single broken yellow line along the side of the road. This road contains a hard shoulder, so the single broken yellow line indicates the beginning of the hard shoulder, the edge of the road, the beginning of the hard shoulder. On a national road, of course, the hard shoulder might be used by cyclists or pedestrians, so you need to be extra careful. There are more road markings here. This is a yield. It says yield on the floor because you know about a broken white line. There's also a triangular sign that says yield. Here we have a stop. We know it's a stop because the octagonal sign. There's also a solid white line. Okay? And here, which you can't see because my image is in the way, is an advanced stop line for cyclists, which is in front of the stop line. So here's a stop line where the cars stop, and then there's a picture of a bike on the floor and another stop line. This area is for cyclists, not for cars. Here again, a turning box showing a white arrow and a white box. So if you was turning right, you would move up and you would stop in this box and wait for your turn. Once you're in the junction belongs to you. All you're waiting for is a gap in the traffic or the lights to change. Once you're in the junction, the road belongs to you. Here are some warning signs. This is a roundabout ahead. This is not one bend, but a series, more than one, of dangerous bends. School ahead, dangerous corner ahead. This is one corner. If it was that zigzag thing in right angles, it'd be a series of dangerous corners. Roadwork signs, end a detour, roadworks ahead, temporary traffic lights, flagman ahead. And again, a flagman or a pointsman as it's sometimes called, might be using a stop-go system. It might even be an automated stop-go system. Variable messy signs, these signs change. Informational signs, these are signs you see on the road all the time. The blue ones you see on the motorway, the green ones you see on a national road, indicating where you're going, what road leads where. So this is the M7. This is a national road, N4. Green signs you see on the national road. This is a roundabout. You see it's blue here, it's indicating this is a motorway in this direction. It's the M50. Motorway informational signs are all there. Motorway ahead, entry to a motorway, countdown signs to the exit. So this is 300 meters, 200 meters, and 100 meter. This is the end of the motorway. It's a motorway with a red line through it in 500 meters. And this is the end of the motorway. Lane gain signs and next exit signs. Markings for merging and diverging traffic. Diverging, separating traffic. You can see by the image below. Hash markings, 2+1 road. So there's two coming in this direction and one lane going in that direction. Traffic calming measures, slowing down and relaxing the traffic. You get traffic islands, gateways, mini roundabouts, build-outs, chicanes, and pinch points where the road's narrow. All these things are traffic calming measures. Special signs for buses, bicycles, tram, rail, and light rail. Here you have advance warning of a bus flow lane. Advanced warning information sign for a with flow bus lane, which is the same as just a bus lane. With flow bus lane on left hand side. Advanced information sign for offside bus lane. With flow bus lane, and there's an informational plate just saying times on it. Bus only street. This is no entry. Just look at this top one. It's a no entry. It's go this way with a big red line through it. No. But underneath it says except buses. So it's no entry except buses. So buses may use that. Tram lanes, not too many around the country. You get them around Ranelagh and around Dublin. Below is no entry for pedestrians. Again, you see a pedestrian with a line through it saying no. Here, slippery for cyclists. It's not a sign you see too often. Types of level crossing. They should pay attention to this one because people tend to get these wrong. There's three signs. This sign here is a level crossing protected by fences and lifting barriers, or guarded by gates and lifting barriers. All it is a little sign of a little bit of a fence. If you didn't know what it was, you can't make out what the sign is from just looking at the sign. This is a very dodgy one because as you can see, I can't see my cursor, it's here. As you can see here, it's a rail track with a big cross going through it. So it's saying this is protected with nothing. You need to be careful. And this is the last one. This is protected by lights and lifting barriers, but there's no lifting barriers in the sign. There's only a picture of the lights. I'm just trying to find my cursor. There's only a picture of the lights there. Okay, level crossing ahead with lights and barriers. Railway bridges. Again, you can just see the height restriction here, and it gives you 4.65. You see that? I'm just going to get. You see it here on the top of the bridge as well. If you're not sure of the height, you should know the height of your vehicle anyway, but the height of the bridge will always be there. You'll always see it before the bridge and usually on the bridge as well. Bridge over a railway. Example weight restrictions. There you have your 4 ton per axle, and below 10 tons, and there's a width restriction. Road tunnel signs, I think you're probably familiar with. Okay guys, if you have any questions on anything I just went through there, contact me the normal way. You can text me, WhatsApp me, email me, or we can chat about it on Friday at 12 p.m. at the Zoom meeting. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. And like and subscribing to my channel helps other people like you find them. I'm Leon Clifton.